Hello, welcome to Fantha Tracks. I'm here to review the new UK, Tops Europe, UK and Europe Rise to the Journey of Skywalker trading card sets. We're going to go through the whole set, so we're going to show you every single card to give you an idea of what you're going to get when the set comes out. So first off, let's have a good look at the box. So 36 packs per box, 6 cards in a packet. That's the whole set will be inside there. £1 UK, 160 euros if you're buying it in Europe. They've also done a multi-pack set as well, so you can buy your booster packs there if you need to pick up any extras, and obviously the trading card folder, which, well, let's open it now. So let's have a good look inside this now and see what we've got. So to kick off, there's an art card, Kylo Ren. Give you a little idea of what he's all about in the film. Obviously got the red marks on the helmet as he does in the new movie. Put that there. We also have a collecting guide, so this gives you an idea of all the cards, all 110 base cards in the set. Plus obviously there's some new character sets. So there's a character set, there's a Rule the Galaxy set, there's stickers, there's technical schematics, a look at some of the new characters as well. We're going to go into these all in detail in a moment, and classic moments as well, to give you a look at what's led up to this film to this point. There's your other art card, that's Rey. A bit of information here, there's a collector's tin as well, which isn't available till the 20th of December. That's for the actual Rise of Skywalker trading card set. That's important to note that this folder, so just to explain, these cards, these art cards, sit in the front and the back of this binder. So it's a basic clear binder, but so there's nothing to see. But in that set you get the Journey to Rise of Skywalker and the main Rise of Skywalker sets in there, and then obviously the bag that comes with it. And then we'll look at the first card. So this binder, you have exclusive cards. So we dig into this. We have got cards from the main set, so you get an idea of what it's the classic Topps card design. We'll see more of these in a moment. And there's a sticker in there of Rey. And also this is the doozy, this is the card that you can only get with the binder. So that's the limited edition. There's 6 of these to collect. This is number 4, this is Poe Dameron. So this is the nice, very nice gold edition Poe Dameron card. Just to explain, Fantha Tracks will be giving away a set of the multi-packs and a set of the binders as well as a competition prize, as well as a set of the cards. So let's go through what we've got in the box. And we shall start from the top because I've very diligently put them all together in order. So we roll off with the Phantom Menace, so Qui-Gon and Ben. Can you see that clearly enough? Amidala. Things upside down so they're the right way. Shmi and Anakin. Jedi Council. Just to give you a flavour of what's in the set, move on to episode 2 now, so that's Anakin, in a bit of a rush. Geonosis Arena with Padme. The wedding at the very end of Attack of the Clones. Padme and Anakin, big news, it really was big news. That's the war room where Anakin and Ben have their little conversation. That's the birth of the twins at the end of the film. That's Bail and his wife with Leia, and Ben and Owen and Beru with Luke. Obviously A New Hope, Leia. So you really get a flavour now. We are rolling through the movies at fairly fast pace. That's the blue milk scene. Luke dreaming of joining the Imperial Academy, despite what everybody says. Leia and Tarkin and Vader having a moment. That's post trash compactor. Battle of Yavin in the war room again. Empire now, obviously Han and Luke have gone missing, and Leia and 3PO and R2 are rather worried about it. Just before they get onto the Falcon to escape Echo Base, Luke landed on Dagobah. Lando and Leia as they arrive at Bespin. So these are, as you can see, again they've used the classic layout for the cards as well. And also, just to give you a look as well, just briefly, if you look at the backs, it's proper old school top style trading cards. Luke hanging off the the weather vane at the bottom of Cloud City. Very quick skip through Jedi there, so you're in the headquarters frigate. But weirdly, have I got these back to front? Come on, have I done this the wrong way around? 28, 27. Yeah, there you go. That makes more sense. So that's Jabba's palace, headquarters frigate. There you go. Didn't think that was the right order. Yes, I've got these completely back to front. That's Empire Strikes Back card, so that's 26. Let's put that in the right order. Luke on Endor. Luke and Leia, brother and sister, as the music was called. Luke confronting Vader just outside the AT-AT, and obviously the Yub Nub music at the end. And now Lor San Tekka, Force Awakens. So we're moving forward into the sequel era now. Rey with her Typhon Yellow Aces helmet. 3PO with a red arm getting in the way, as he often does. Starkiller Base when they rescue Rey. That lovely scene where sort of behind the scenes stuff, they do that really cool dance, and I think, can you see R2-Katie in there? Don't think you can quite see R2-Katie in there, but she's there. Last Jedi with the never remember the name of those ships. What are they called? Oh, the Star Fortress anyway. Kylo, Leia looking out the window as they're heading towards Crate. There's Luke and Leia reunited. And again, lovely crowd shot at the end of Last Jedi, which is excellent. And now we are going back to Phantom Menace with Padme in the Senate chamber. Dooku, the Duran Duran scene where he has a moment with Anakin and Ben. Ben finding out that Anakin is indeed Darth Vader. Luke outside the homestead. Luke training on the Falcon with the remote. Luke and Yoda just after he's tried that lovely root leaf stew. Luke not realising that size matters not. Luke in the dark cave fighting the Vader stroke Luke. Rey and BB-8 on Takodana. And there's Luke and R2 in the flashback at the Jedi Academy. This is leaving Acto. That's Rey and Chewie in the Falcon. Obviously, that's just after Kylo stepped up and Hux decides not to pull out his blaster and shoot him, which I think is one of the coolest scenes in the film. Tack and Tatooine, so that's that's Qui-Gon and Anakin and Darth Maul. Brilliant scene. Duel of the Fates. We all know what that is. Just before Qui-Gon gets kebabbed. That's Ben versus Count Dooku. Before there you go. There's Anakin with the two sabers. And the scene that made everyone go nuts at Comic-Con in 2002. Count Dooku comes back in Revenge of the Sith, and that's when he's just about to lose his head, and obviously Palpatine telling Anakin that he's a Lord of the Sith. That's when he reveals himself and takes out Mace, which you don't see in this card set, but you do see the moment where Anakin basically becomes Darth Vader. Yoda fighting the Emperor in the Senate chamber. Do you remember the behind the scenes on the Revenge of the Sith DVD, 60 seconds? That's the or in a minute, I think it was called. That's from that scene when on Mustafar. Ben and Vader final duel on Death Star. 2004 DVD version of Emperor and Vader. Luke getting completely pooped with a Muppet on his back. That's Luke and Vader on Bespin in the Carbon Fusion chamber. Obviously that's the I am your father moment. The Emperor just arriving on the Death Star in Jedi and facing down the Emperor at the end of the film and having their little clash, their big clash. Here you've got Vader or Anakin, but I think you can say he's become Anakin again at this point, just about to shut the Emperor down the Death Star shaft, which we all thought was the end of him, but clearly wasn't. There's Sebastian Shaw with his eyebrows painted out. Rey being mind tortured by Kylo Ren and catching the saber at that wonderful scene at the end of Force Awakens and fighting Kylo. On Acto, training under Luke, and obviously the Force Skype moment when they're connecting. That's Luke giving a few more lessons to Rey. Never quite know how to describe that scene, but obviously the mirror, the multifaceted mirror scene. Luke giving Rey some more down low on the Force. Obviously facing off with Snoke, and yes, one of the best fight scenes ever in a Star Wars film. Leia and Luke again on Crate. he looks more like, he looks more like Noel Edmonds in that than Qui-Gon, than Ben does in Attack of the Clones. Rey lifting all the stones at the end of the film, and now we've got some scenes from, excuse me, scenes from Rise of Skywalker. So in the desert on Pisana, I think it is, if I'm remembering the planet correctly. Again, these are the shots from the first trailer. With it's not a TIE silence, so I don't think it's Kylo's ship from the first film. There's Kylo and the Knights of Ren doing their thing, fixing the helmet that got smashed in Last Jedi. Lando back on the Falcon where he belongs, and again the Falcon dropping out of hyperspace to we don't know quite where yet. That's on the Coachella planet. That looks like it's on Kef Bir now, one of the moons of Endor, we assume, where the Death Star lands, and there's the Death Star in the water. There you go, there's Space Coachella again. That's Claude and Snap, which is a very cool shot. I'm skipping through these at light speed. Kylo on board his TIE fighter. There you go, there's Rose. So there's Rose and Rey together in what looks like an emergency room. Poe in his new outfit on, I think it's Pisana. I'm saying that, I'm not 100% sure. Rey in the jungle, training. You see the training remote scene. That looks like Finn from a similar location. Literally a new face, know nothing about the character, and you can't learn anything from the back either, because the back is a puzzle set, so there's no information on the back. Friend of the Resistance, so another Resistance alien, and the final card in the set, outside the Falcon, which has just been, I think, released on Vanity Fair. There's a nice up-close version of that picture. So that is the main 110 card set, and then quickly to roll through, there are these beautiful foil cards. So there's 8 foil cards. So you've got Rey, there, Kylo, R2-D2, Chewie, BB-8, Sith Trooper, First Order Stormtrooper, First Order Stormtrooper again, although I think that might be the same card. No, it's a different card. And then you have these. These are the Kylo Ren continuity cards. So these are quite artistic. There's Kylo Rule the Galaxy. I think these are all Kylo cards actually. So I'll roll through these. Some beautiful artwork on these as well. You'll be seeing this artwork on a lot of other stuff, stickers and other stuff. This is some of these are sort of style guide type bits of art. Now you've got some schematics. So there's 10 schematics cards. So that's Kylo's helmet. That's a New Imperial TIE Fighter. First Order Stormtrooper. It's a T-70. T-70 X-Ray, I think it is. That's 3PO. Correct way would help with. It looks like. Yeah, got Chewie's bowcaster there, I think. BB-8. R2. Dio. The Y-Wing, got that right way up? Yeah, the Y-Wing. Beautiful ship. And Falcon. And now these are the illustrated character cards. There's 16 of these. So Kylo, Sith Trooper, First Order Stormtrooper. That's the Sith Jetpack Trooper, the lovely variant. That's the First Order Snowtrooper. That is of course Rey, which is really nice. Finn. My eye's hurting. Poe Dameron. New character Janna. Lots of rumours surrounding Janna. That's Zori Bliss. There you go, there's Claude. Cool character. Does look like something out of Farscape. BB-8. And Dio again. R2. There's 3PO. And Chewbacca. And then I think we wrap it up with the final set of cards in this particular set, which is, don't forget, this is the Journey 2. This isn't the Rise of Skywalker set, this is the Journey 2 set. 19 sticker cards, so Rey, Finn, Poe, Lando, looking sharp in his yellow, like he did in Solo, Chewie, Zori Bliss, Janna, 3PO, hopefully not taking one last look at his friends, R2-D2, BB-8, oh my arm's getting it, Dio again, there's Kylo with the fixed helmet now, Sith Trooper, First Order Stormtrooper, one of the Knights of Ren, and another Knight of Ren, and another Knight of Ren, and a final Knight of Ren. There's lots of Knights of Ren. And to wrap it all up, Lieutenant Connix, which is a nice way to wrap up the set and the entire set. So this is the UK and Europe Journey to the Rise of Skywalker set. As I say, there's a multi-pack set, there's the 36 card box, there's the special cards you get with the binder, and then obviously these are all the cards we've gone through, and then the binder itself. So subscribe to Fantha Tracks, follow us on YouTube, on all of our social media feeds for more news. We will be bringing more reviews of Topps products as they come, but for now, thank you.